Okay, looks like we are live. That's awesome. So I'm just going to be doing a bit of PvP quick. So we're just setting up the old Darlock sniper because I do enjoy playing that. And we'll check on that one there. We'll buy a weapon damage glyph. And in this one, I'm going to go through and just talk a bit about kind of the upcoming chapter and what that's going to look like. Grab one of those. I think we're pretty much good to go. And then we'll queue for PGs. You're right, Simon. The whole hey, it's Dan. Yeah, I did that in a video. It's not so much in the live streams, although I probably should. Thought I got to put that downstairs then. So I'm just going to quickly upgrade, I think it's my clothing stuff. That purple, boom. Yeah, there you go, that's purple. I think the bow's gold. Just go to a guild house. Yeah, I probably should. Can't wait to see your cheese PvP builds in Blackwood. Yeah, I've got a few in mind. I've been messing around with some combos. I have also was doing a sniper with Simon. So I've been thinking about how can I update those, how I can get them to hit really hard. And yeah, it's been quite interesting seeing what you can do. I think some of the scaling is pretty busted. So that'd be interesting. But we'll have to wait and see. Like, the notes could always change tomorrow when the patch drops, I think it is. Or Monday next Tuesday, I think it is. So whenever the patch drops, like the final notes might have a few sneaky things in that they sometimes do. And you're like, they didn't do that a minute ago. I probably shouldn't use sugar skulls, but I've got loads of it. Which ones? Obviously I tried a few different things. I'm using Swamp Raider and Darlock for this. Just seeing how this goes. See, I think this, like, it sounds really silly, but I was actually messing around with the lover. Yep. I was messing around with stamina proc sets using magic build, like magic sets, and the Calorgians was hitting harder. Like on a stamina build, I could get Calorgians with a higher tooltip, and it actually hit harder on the player, just because of how much of a difference there was between weapon damage versus battle damage values, which was like really silly. I was getting like 20k plus tooltips on Calorgian's Legacy. So that with like Red Mountain, you could literally go as a Stam Lightblade, for example, Cloak, Dizzying Swing. I've turned them off already. Yes. Oh, that's just Laura asking about her food. Yeah, you could literally go up to somebody in Cloak and go Dizzying Swing and Calorgian's Legacy procs, as well as Red Mountain, and because you're next to them, both land at once and you can't do anything to block it. It is really busted, and they both have like 20k tooltips each. We joined a BG mid game. Oh, the sustain of Darlock. Oh, I've missed this. Yep. I see sneaky Nightblade. I love being able to just like, look, you can stay in Cloak forever. Darlock. It's so good. Let me grab that glyph quickly. Stupid werewolf. Murdered Mr. Not that good. Okay. I should put my rally on. That werewolf was like so tanky. I'm trying New Moon and Swamp Raider currently. That always keep that sneak. Use your seller tricks. Oh no. I hit him with the ult. But let me just add that glyph on quick, because that will help. There we go. Yeah, so we're using Swamp and Darlock currently, just to see how it fares. I just like the sustain you get with Darlock. See, it's just amazing. Like, you can cloak so much, it's ridiculous. Like, so much. And your movement is just phenomenal. Darlock, by far, one of my favourite sets. You only ask because you have New Moon and Darlock still. Triple werewolf. Oh, that's 10k crit. You're right, Simon. Mr. Simon. I was using that crystal weapon, that guy. We'll get down to sneak, get some resources back. Move over here. There we go. See, Darlock's so good. Like, oh. I will play around to try and get damage a bit higher though. Yeah, I love the damage. Like the sustain is, oh. Just the movement it gives you is just so silly. We should probably go to the red. The red are actually winning currently. So even if you do this, even though I'm detected, I still get the sustain from it.
Hold that relic! Trample them underfoot!
Dead. We should change our ult, but the bow ult is great. I'm not a Nightblade, so I can't relate to Darlock. I like, if you look at my stance, so as I'm sneaking, I'm actually getting stuff.
Get after that relic!
Oh, that... That build doesn't look like it's hitting. Other builds are getting 150 ticks. Dead. I can still kill fine. In CP, I can hit people with like my normal Nightblade for like 15k. Dead. So you can still kill people fine. There's no... You just get so much more sustain. It's not as bursty. Like, you sacrifice damage for sustain, but here to like move around like this freely is just silly. Did he shade that? Oh no, he didn't shade that, did he? Well, like, you can literally perma-cloak. It's like stupid. I just got deleted. Presto ult. I did not stand up. Drop down. Oh yeah, it's the sustain. That's what I'm hoping to. Yeah, I want to treat the damage, like get the damage up a little bit more in this. Got him. Oh, that's a battle of the ganks then, that was. It hit me with a really hard merciless resolve. It was like 10k. We can get back into like I don't know, almost a million damage by the way. Right, he's got someone's running. Let's guard him. Ah, damn it. Yeah, Darlock is so much fun. Like, it's so good. So even without the vampire toggle, like, we can kill people. So that's reassuring. To your question, Wicked, you probably could. With proc sets, definitely. Yeah, I wasn't using spec bow massively in it, just to... I used it if I had it. I wasn't focusing on like trying to fire it off in a combo. I think from testing New Moon and Swamp Raider, they have very similar damage. New Moon's slightly higher with physical skills, so things like Silver Leash, so Silver Bolts, that generally works better. But what I found was the damage is so similar that actually it comes down to sustain. And New Moon has that cost increase, which affects sneak and everything, which kind of, yes, Darlock offsets it. But if you can have almost the same damage, if not slightly higher with poison skills, you might as well use Swamp Raider. As for next patch, will that be the best setup? I don't think so. I'm probably going to use a proc set with this, so something like Scavenge and Demise, because you can use the combo and stun them. Because at the moment, you actually can't stun people. So like when you hit them with stealth and snipe, it doesn't stun them from behind, which it should do. So that is a bug currently. So next patch, you'll be able to get that stun, which will help you get the combo off quicker. And they're also adding more damage as well. So you get like an extra, I think it's 50% or something on your ranged attacks from stealth, because the cloak does actually apply the sneak damage buff. I'm using this just because of it's an execute. That's pretty much it. So light attack, poison injection is really useful. You got to join the It's going to be silly that just the procalypse that you can have. Like, I think Christopher ESO made a video, and it was decent. Like, I have no issues with the guy. But I think he used Red Mountain, Scavenge and Demise, and Celine's on a Templar trying to burst a 50k tank, which was, I think it was Mad Shadow Man, who had like 20 odd K armor. And I'm like, yes, you can with proc sets, but how often does all of that line up? And how often would you actually have somebody not react to any of it? Like, yes, the guy got stunned and then they hit, but like you can CC break and roll dodge and dodge all of it at once. So I think you will have like procs being strong for sure, but I don't think it's going to be as busted because Malakath's not as good anymore. Like, if you use a proc set, you are limited because your skills won't hit as hard. You probably get a net damage boost, so I don't think it's going to be good beyond gank builds, in my opinion. Obviously, next patch will, we'd have to wait and see. Can I eat him? I can't. It's a shame you can't feed on the guards. But that'd be really useful. But yeah, let's see if we can get the damage higher on this anyway. So I've got my weapon damage here. I'm using sharpened. It applies to the dot, but the dot ticks at the same time as the damage lands. So when you land the skill, you get the dot tick very quick to it. So that boost is there. I also thought I could be wrong, but I did think it worked on this initial hit as well, but I could be mistaken. Like, we can easily test it. I'll just light attack poison injection somebody, and if the poison injection hits harder, then kind of you know the answer. So we have 5,600 weapon damage, 8,700 pen on a bow build. It's not too bad. And that's without vampire toggle. So like with vampire toggle, it will go up. But there's our strike from the shadows passive. We've got a rally on. Yeah, 5,600. We've got pen from there. We've got pen from here. Weapon damage from there. Probably could go infused. As for the skill, let me just quickly check. Builds up to 50% more damage to enemies under 50% health. 100% more damage. Yeah, I think it applies on the initial hit too. But we'll test in a moment.
They captured the point.
He's using it as a proc stun and march toward him. Gonna hit me really hard then. Oh, Flames of Oblivion have got me. Drop Camo Hunter for Magnum Shot. Yeah, Magnum Shot's... The thing that's annoying is the stun from stealth isn't working. So if you notice, I've not stunned a single person from stealth. But next patch they're fixing it, so you'll have that stun back on your snipes, which will really help. Yeah. Someone's using Unleash Terror. That Nightblade. Yeah, that's 4k. Yeah, the Warden doesn't hit that hard. Yeah, Magnum has a stun on it. So I think for next patch, I've been thinking about what I'm going to use on the Nightblade. I think penetration is going to be really important next patch.
Those filthy hawkers! They've taken the point!
Stupid Zahn. Yeah. I hate Zahn so much. The Arctic Blast is really strong on it. Because that's what the thing that Warden's spamming, by the way, that hill.
No! The point is theirs!
There's a corrosive armor, that's what's going to be low.
They've captured the point!
They've captured the point! Yes! We've taken the point!
He's waiting to get you to ult ready, he is. Oh, he's dead. I think Dark Elf's more damage than Wood Elf.
Taken the point! They've captured the point!
Using the... Get away from there. The guy was using Zahn on a Stam, on a Wood Elf. I managed to get the one colloquial, but it is the leap that got me hit. Even with the pen, it's just the pen's so low on him, it's not great.
No! The point is theirs!
Yeah, Arctic Blast is so strong in it.
The point is theirs!
Oh, my health bar is so low. Ah, defensive room. Yeah, Dark Elf has the most damage from testing Simon, because you get the weapon damage which Orc gets, but you also get slight more stamina, which Orc doesn't have anymore. And then Wood Elf is just stamina and pen, and there's only 900 penetration. Look at that. He's got Zahn and the Vate Destro.
Yes! We've taken the point! We
guy's like rolling loads, isn't he? Good seller strips. Get back in stealth. Get our resources up.
No, the point is
Dead.
theirs.
Yeah, I changed my race for that reason. Oh, hit the wrong skill. Hit the wrong skill there. You probably saw that. I went to hit a vigor. Oh, he's got Black Rose as well. He's using... How many procs has that guy got? So he's got Black Rose destruction staff. Shouldn't have hit that then. He's using the Black Rose destruction staff. Malakath, Zahn, Vate, Destro. That's ridiculous, that is. Yeah, it literally has so many procs. Okay, that I was spamming cloak then. The execute still hit me that far away. That was not his breath. Yeah, it's that warden there. He's got like literally all procs. That's all he's using. He's using the Black Rose destruction staff, which is probably the most OP proc in the game. Like, look at this. I'll show you how busted it is. It's like stupid. Wild Impulse. Reduce the cost impulse, dealing 3,700 flame, shock and thing every 8 seconds. On a Warden, that is like 6,000 almost, that tooltip, on each element, so it's like an 18k dot. He's then also using this one, for good measure, because why not? He's using that one as well. Again, that's like 3,000 per tooltip, so that's like a 9k dot. And he also has Zahn as well. So literally just goes up to them, hits them with the 3 dots, and just lets them die.
They've captured the point!
So yeah, he's got a lot of procs in that build. So the idea is you hit them with the Black Rose dot, and it is like a 20k dot. It's ridiculous how powerful it is. I use it on my Magica Necromancer and also on my Magical Warden. And on my Magical Warden with the dot thing, it is like a 20k tooltip. And it's on every single cast, so you can just spam it. There's no like cooldown on it. So even if they purge it, you just keep spamming it. Which is why he's using Pulsar. So when he's running up to people, just spamming Impulse, I think it was, or Pulsar to proc it. Do I have CP in? Let me just check if I've got CP in. I've got some CP in now. I'll show you those sets again. This is with CP and no percent boost from being a Warden, which you get like an extra 10% at least. So that one, 2, 2, 3. I don't know if it shows without the thing. As without having the item in your thing with it buffs the CP. 4,200. You can see. So that's like 15k nearly on a Warden to 20k. And that's just this one item. It is so strong. And the proc, the like, dot applies when you do the cast. So if it's like a 20k dot over 8 seconds, it's like an extra 2k every time you cast it on the initial hit as well, because the initial hit also ticks. Which is why it's a really good spammable. Hence why the guy was running around just spamming that next to people. Not many people use it because it's quite difficult to get actually. So that's the only kind of reason why he doesn't, like, not many people showcase it, because it's just annoying to get that farm. I have it on my Warden. I'll switch to it in a sec and I'll show you just how busted it is. But like sets like that are going to still be really strong. They're just going to be slightly less on Magicka than they are currently, which is good. Damage wise, I think we can add the vampire toggle. That will help. But it does. It gives you that kind of, you can kill yourself if you're not careful. I'll do what Simon said there and try the Magnum shot, I think it was. I also thought a Black Rose Destro with 8 Crimson Clown. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, it's so ridiculous how strong they are. Once you get into 28 MMR, all you see is Black Rose Destro with 8 Destro. Yep, it's so busted. Yeah, I still need to get skill points on this. Like I literally PvP on a budget, like, all the time. I need to take some skills from somewhere. I'm not really using Deep Thoughts, am I, to be honest? Because I've got Dialogue now, so I don't really need that. We can drop that. I can then move Merciless to the front bar, can't I? We'll move Merciless to the front bar. You're officially high MMR. I don't think MMR is a thing, to be honest. Like, I generally don't think it's a thing. I think the game just seems to reward time spent more than any other metric. I could be completely wrong on this, but you see it when you just go from, if you have lots of characters and you don't use the character for a few weeks, the people you face for the first 10 matches or so, you're like, really? Like, I'm against these guys? And then it sorts itself out. So like, you have to play a character a lot. We were going to put Relentless Focus on the back bar. Now I have lost the 10% crit passive, so I don't have skill here. So I don't know if that's going to be a net gain or loss. Yeah. Yeah, I have that with my Magicka Warden. That's my favourite character. And like, you queue and you're like, I've been in this queue for ages. Like, absolute ages.
The glory and greatness.
So this is why I like Dialogue. If you look at my resources, sorry, they just don't go down as you're sneaking. Let's pop down here.
They picked up the relic.
Oh, no. Damn it. Full damage. So OP.
Our foe has the relic. Stendar, aid us.
Damn it. Serpent Spirit, 6k. Ugh.
They have secured the relic.
See, the stun from Snipe, like, it's so much easier to kill people. I'm having to use Magnum Shot to kind of simulate that. So when we get that back, it's going to be a massive game changer, in my opinion.
Onsi, aid us. The relic is theirs. The Drop.
Dead.
Get that relic back.
I didn't fall down. Look, it's still ticking that power scale. It's very annoying. Oh, somebody's gonna get stunned then. Oh, I want to knock him off the edge. Oh, I moved too quick. I slipped off himself. He's trying to use the heavy attack build. I do think you get you can fight the same people for sure. Like you see the names again and again. But it just takes a while for it to get you to that point. Especially when you switch characters a lot. I got him. That was very clutch, that was. Like really, really close. Right, so purple's in the lead, we should probably go up there. Good old Darlock ticking away. The stain you get with Dark Deal is ridiculous. You can't out-sustain this damn Silk. Oh, that was very, very close. He's very tanky, isn't he? Really tanky Nightblade. Oh, you're right, Helder. I'm the odd. Oh, big in cap. Big in gap. Goes out of resources. Spend too much time spamming snipe. So yeah, the magnum shot's nice, but it's an extra skill to do. Whereas normally when they just let you use the solo. This all good. I don't think you got food on.
Hold that relic tight! The relic! We captured it!
Oh, almost. Nah. I tried knocking him off the edge. Just not quite. It was literally like just close enough not to be pushed off.
By the scales of Akatosh, they have the relic! Let's get that relic back!
Oh yeah. See, like before you get a stun on that, but you don't get the sneak bug. Pretty annoying. We just get our resources here nicely.
Scales of Akatosh, they have the relic! Scales of Akatosh, they have the relic! Oh!
Spamming AoEs. The acid spray. Just managed to get one off the edge. But no, the OG sniper's great. Like, I'd really enjoy Darlock. I think once they fix the stun their next patch, which they have already, like it's going to be so much more effective. Because at the moment, like you can't, you just don't get that at all. It's really frustrating. But no, that was it was good to see that. See that you can still use Darlock. It's not as good without the stun from stealth, but it's not terrible. I think am going to take off Magnum Shot though. Just
Your own homeland. What are you going to
not feeling it.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Liverpool.
We'll put the Camo Hunter back on, get the Berserk back. At least we tried it. Any changes to Sniper next patch? Nothing massive, I'd guess. There are quite a few changes, to be honest. I'll do one more BG on this and then we'll switch. So the big change is the damage from stealth. So currently there's a bug on live where when you attack from stealth, or hidden it is, so that also includes cloak. So like, if I attack cloak, it activates the same hidden mode. So when you're normally hidden, you get a damage boost from attacking from that state. On range attacks, it's normally like an extra 50% damage. And on melee attacks, it's like an extra 100%, maybe 150% damage. So because you're not getting that, you're going to get that next patch. So that means your first hit will hit harder. And then you also get a stun as well. So when you hit somebody from stealth, you can stun them if you're behind them. And you can also do more damage than you do live, which means you can change the sets to eke up more burst. You're right, nice. I'll switch to Magical Warden after and just put on the dot thing with all the Black Rose stuff and just show you how cheesy it is. So I think those two things will be the big game changer for Nightblade. Like I was testing what you can do with like dizzying swing and stuff, and it's ridiculous. Like you can hit like 15k dizzying swings, 20k dizzying swings from stealth against somebody. It's so much damage. Full damage OP, yeah.
They have seized the point.
They have secured the point.
Oh, no. Let's get the shadow out. There we go. There we go. I hate tanks and BGs so much. Looking forward to the double damage in caps. Yeah, it is crazy. It's really good for Magical Nightblade, particularly melee Magical Nightblade. I feel like I'm like always snowed. Oh wait. Not me. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stupid clown form. He's got Crimson as well. Like, has he got Crimson too? Minus 10 full damage. I am so pleased they're nerfing Crimson though. Like Crimson has been absolutely destroyed. Like there's like you can't crutch on it like you can currently. Like amazing, absolutely love it. I was expecting the jab spam. Yeah, sneaky Nightblade. Oh, the thing to go off. Crimson allows bad players to be somewhat okay. Yeah. And I know it sounds really harsh, but it is so true. Look at the detect thing on Stornock. Next to him. Move around here. Yeah, Crimson's annoying since teammates don't bother to block. Yeah. It just makes... It allows bad players to stay alive longer than they should. Oh, someone tried sniping me then. Look at that, he's got 36k health on a sniper. This is what I want to have in cap. But you just don't get the stun. So, a lot of people, they don't expect you to like move that fast. Get in the cloak. There we go. Come on, Darlock, kick in. I'm spamming cloak. Like, this is why I like Darlock. Because it just lets you get out of those problems. It reduces the detect radius. and you get like crazy sustain. I think I got hit by someone else's snipe. Oh no, flames of him. Oh, that was nasty. 5k almost each one. Oh yeah, Crimson is pretty stupid, like really stupid. So yeah, I think the next sets for next patch, I think Heartland Conqueror will be a great mag set for dot builds because you can apply loads of status effects, which each obviously have dots attached to them.
A momentary setback! They've taken the point! We have captured the point!
My blade demands vengeance. They've captured the point.
That Templar must be so annoyed with that. Oh, I was right next to him. Heartland is overland, right? It's crafted. So you can craft it and someone can make it for you. But I think Heartland will be really good on mag builds with charged. But that, from testing, was the best use for it. Like, it was almost a guarantee for you to proc the status effect, like on, so you did False Pulse. So let me switch character to a magical character,
beneath these very roots. It's called
and then
an
we'll go into the Warden. But on a magical character with Crush and Shock, for example, you do one of those, you get your fire status effect, the shock status effect, and the frost status effect. So you get like minor brittle, you get the chilled, you get minor vulnerability and charged, and you also get burning. Add on double dot poisons, and you proc also poison status effect as well, with just light attack poison, crush and shock. So on Magical Warden, it was really great because you get the bonus damage against ice people who are chilled and stuff. So it just really kind of complemented it. I think Magical Warden and Magical Necromancer will be the best cases for it because you have lots of like elemental effects in your kit and lots of like percent boosts. So like Necromancer gets lots of status effects with like the last bones is fire damage, their graveyard's frost damage, their skeletal arcanist is shock. Yeah, Nice is thinking exactly the same as me. But I was going to use that Heartland set with probably Necropotence because I like playing the Max Magicka route. I also used it with an Absorb Stamina glyph, and that was really good because it gives you minor breach like on cooldown. So you basically get major and minor breach on a Magical Warden, which is like an extra 9k penetration, which is ridiculous. So with all the light armor passes, you have like 15-16k pen. And then all you need to do is just light attack Deep Fissure, like land those together, and the target has 9k like armor reduction. And it works with all things. So like with a Frost Glyph, I used it with a Frost Glyph with the Wall of Frost. You chuck that down and it's like auto-immobilized instantly. I think it would be good on Mag DK, but you lack damage. This is my PvE build. Yeah, this is my like CP farming stuff. I hate that dressing room resets your stuff. Do I have the OP staff on here? Is it in the bank? Might be in the bank. Let me find where the OP staff is, and I'll show you how busted it is. Down we go to staffs. There it is. Oh, look at that too. It's so cheesy. Then I also have the other one. There's Leather Shan as well, just because why not? So I'll put on my dot build. I really like my dot build there actually. I think I had Falcon Scoria. And I use Oblivion's Foe, wherever that is. There it is. I did take bits off, so I might have put some of it in the bank. So I think it will be good with Mag DK, but compared to Elfbane, Elfbane applies, it just gives you like crazy duration with your dots. So you're probably going to apply burning quite often anyway with Elfbane. So I don't know whether it's going to be worth it. So yeah, I put on the dot build. This is like really cheesy. So we use one of those, one of these, and yeah, so 5 of that, little 14k dot there. Chuck on Black Rose because it's why not. Crazy dot there. And I use Falcon Scoria. We'll be releasing the updated Brittle build one day. I think Warden will be really good with the frost changes. Like with the Heartland set, it would really help it. Need Falcon Scoria. Shoulders. And all the jewelry. Do I have to pay to win ring? Let's see if we can find that. I might have a spare one in the bank. Oh, let me go for scales then. There's all the other ones, yeah. Yeah, scales. This is like just pure proc sets, by the way. Like, it was really stupid. Scales. We need to buy another ring though. Do I have scales here? Do. I kind of wish Brittle would just proc from the frost damage. Yeah. You're right, Leon. I am just setting up a really stupid proc build. How much scales I have got? Need one more piece. We need to buy just a ring, which we can grab for it in BG, and we're good to go. Might as well buy some purple stuff if it's that cheap now. I'm going to spend so much gold next patch, it's going to be really depressing. Like how much it's going to cost. That's 20k. $30k. Need 3 of them as well. Ooh. I think we're going to just go for it. That I can pay, I don't mind paying that. We've got the jewellery. You want all regen as well. Yeah, cheers for dropping in. Nice. It'd be good to see what you do with your Warden. So yeah, when you do that, obviously feel free to chuck it in obviously my Discord. Now let me just do my skills and we're good to go. Yeah, so this is, I have a build on the channel called the Infector, I think it is. It's a similar premise to this. And basically it's just ranged dots. It's really stupid. And like this is the AoE version. So like you just hit a group of people and they all have like crazy dots on them. So it'd be interesting to see how it fares. I haven't used it this patch yet, but I used it last patch and it was really stupid. Like you get like 2 million damage. It was like really, really silly. So skill wise, I've got those skill points. Oh damn. I have so many skill points. We probably have enough actually now. So you see that's an 8k dot. We either go 13k or we go 8k and have it as an AoE. It was quite fun with it as an AoE. You chuck that there. What's your opinion on the possibility of other damage types getting a third effect like Frost with Brittle? I don't see it personally, because Burning is obviously on fire and it's damage. The reason why they added it to that, I think, was because it didn't have anything good.
Is it easy to stumble off of these areas?
Everything Frost Shield just reduced people's damage. So as a Magicka damage dealer, you had no way of getting bonus damage from the status effect. So I think that's why they did it like that. A regional. And what love, I look great. Okay, we'll queue for BGs. We'll finish messing around with the skills whilst we're queuing. So that's fine. That's great. We have that dot, that dot. Let's get another dot on the build. I'm gonna go for the stun this time. Let me try it. I don't want the bear. Well, we don't need the bear. Oh, little tip, yeah. Nobody talks about this ever. So if you see this, it says bind an enemy with chaotic magic dealing 11,910 damage over 10 seconds. If you grab this passive, this one here, increase the duration. It increases the duration of this, but it doesn't increase the damage. So you actually get less damage per second, which is really silly. So getting this actually means this becomes a weaker dot. Although it lasts longer, it does less damage per tick. So I would rather have the damage, personally. We probably need a heal as well, actually. Don't think we have a good... And Arctic Blast because it's busted as hell. So we got that. Okay, so what's this looking like? That's a nice juicy dot. That's a juicy dot. That's juicy because that's our burst. We also have this as well, because this will fire when we put on the jewelry. So it'll be interesting to see how this still fares. We have loads of stamina because we haven't changed these yet. So yeah, when you deal damage, you do like a 12,000 points in damage. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. We should have like 1700 regen. Yeah. 1600 regen. 3k spell damage. And we have 15k pen. With all the procs doing all our damage for us. Because they can. So the idea with this is basically you see the target, you hit them with the dots and then you stun them. And then you just do that to kill them. And because we have the Black Rose staff, our skill's actually quite cheap. So it costs like 2k, 2,800 magicka. There we are. Whilst we're queuing, I'm just going to quickly grab a drink. So it'll be 2 secs, okay? Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, it looks. You can see what I mean about the BG thing earlier. That like when you get to a certain MMR, it just doesn't change. Question with Soul Trap. I've used it on Magda and I had equal spell and weapon damage. Because Mag stack it had higher Mag tooltip. That's interesting. It should scale off your highest, but I guess it might have a it would have to have a default that it will go to. So if your weapon and spell damage values were identical, then in theory it should scale. You'd expect to scale with Magicka because your max Magicka should be higher. So I think that's what we'll then look at. So if you had your weapon and spell damage the same and the Magicka and stamina the same, like exactly the same, then it would go to whatever the default would be, and that might be weapon damage. It sounds like a bug, to be fair. How did you know it was doing physical damage? Just curious. This BGQ is ridiculous.
I prefer.
I don't think I got any CP on this either, do I? Or do I have a little bit? I've got some CP. Elf Bane with Oblivion Foe, Back Bar and Bait. Yeah. Oblivion Foe is great. Like, it's a really good set. So Savara scale. But whilst we're waiting, we'll go and come to the guild house quickly. I just hate the queues of BG sometimes. Like, they take. Sometimes they're quick, sometimes they're really, really slow. Yeah, that's how I got the scales on. Was this in PvP, Helder? Because it's in PvP, you got to remember that there's Battle Spirit, and also in PvE there are resistances, so things would get lowered. So 10k tooltip or from Mag, for example, would be lowered by 50%. I think it's 55%, down to a 5,500 tooltip, and then it's reduced further by armor. So that could be right. It's not a high tooltip. Particularly splitting Soul Trap is like 800 on a Mag build. Oh, they moved the things. It could be that if you're not at mob cap as well, like if you don't have the 16k penetration, like resistance is really lower damage. So the idea is to basically do that, and we do that, and they get stunned. And if they don't die, we just like dropping extra dots. Dot, 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 stun. And it just does that literally to like loads of players. It's really silly. Like really silly. Oh, then there's Valk. There's one more. Yeah, it could be a bug. NPC mitigation values are slightly odd. They do work in like weird ways. That's a neat little dragon. No. Isn't that cool? This thing's great as well. Having that between BGs is amazing. Like, always start with 500 ult. It was a few patches ago, so it's probably fixed. Yeah, most likely. And it could be when they adjusted the scaling. Like, they were messing around with how things scale. Like, why is BG's taking so long? Like, all I want to do is just proc people to death. That's not too much to ask, is it? But you literally just do that to a player. Or to a group of players with as far as scales and Oblivion foe is silly. And what ultimate should we use? I could use soul magic, but it's not great. I'll go get that. Or get them easier, because I have some crowns to buy some mage guild. Obviously the bear is not the go-to, before you ask. That's not what I'd normally use. I'll try it. Finally ready. We can use the procs. Pardon? Oh no, sorry. That was Laura. So we have good old Yugi over there. He's going to help us out. We can just use all the procs and absolutely cheese it up.
We've taken the point!
So
Gendar, curse them! They've captured the point! The point? They've captured it! We have secured the point!
dead. I love the dots.
We have secured the point!
I need to move that to keep pushing the wrong button. Ah, they got me. The procs are so cheesy. So So cheesy. Doesn't their ult apply sheer venom? It should do because it's an execute, but I think you have to use the toggle. Pardon me. The thing is, you can put all your points into health as well on this, and still have pretty decent damage.
Point! They've captured it! We have secured the point!
If he comes out of stealth. Dead. It's so silly. What do you think of the dots with this? I don't even get time to get all the dots off.
The point!
Only thing that's annoying is the night blades. So I should probably get that. Let's go grab this one here. I should put the bear on both bars as well if I'm losing.
We have secured the point!
There's a reason why I don't make videos like this. Because it is really annoying to fight against.
Defend! Take them! They've taken the point!
Oh, that was a filthy bow ult, that was. That hit me really hard. Yeah, 18k. You can also use off dive as well, or the cliff racer. Because that sets them off balance at range.
Captured it! Defend! Take them! They've taken the point!
Dead. Don't you love the dot damage? Like, it's great for getting assists.
Stendar is with us! We've captured the point!
I'm going to get hit with stun.
We shall carry the day!
It's so.
Stendar cursed them! They captured the point!
Oh, they got me eventually. This is some farming skill raining down on enemies. It is so cheesy. We'll cheese it up next and put all our points in health so you can have like crazy artifact steals. But yeah, it's the whole team there. Like, this is where it really shines.
They've taken the point!
stupid. But he died from the bots. Rip. Yeah, this is like really high skill play, isn't it? I don't think they're going to come back here, the red team.
We have secured the point. The point. They've captured it.
Dead. Missed him out there, just gone.
The point. They've captured it. We have secured the point.
There we go. I think you need Vamp ult to make it complete.
Dindar curse them. They captured the point.
That would be quite funny. I hate the snare and leap. Oh, you're right, blah blah. I was just cheesing it down with procs. We can try the Vampirism ult. Proc done, yeah. This is like, this is embracing the cheese to like as far as you can go, basically. Like, you're gonna have a heart attack if you use this long term. Like, it's that bad for you.
Can't you see I'm busy?
The Vamp ult is insanely good in standard. Your setup is very. I think that summarizes it. In case you can't see it, I put but it's hard to play. You find 4 OP procs, put them on, and spam procs. That's pretty much the build. So let's get rid of the bear. We didn't really use him at all. I'm gonna go get Mage Guild on this because I actually want to use it. Oh, the little thing beep. I don't know what that means, but it beeps. I'm assuming that's somebody subscribed. I'm gonna get the upgrade. What would you call it? That's really helpful. The skill thing down here. There's Mage Guild. There it is. So we'll get that, and then put Meteor on the bar. But I think I think this just be the perfect thing to complement it. Like you can basically hit them with the dots and just cast Meteor and watch them blow up. But, you know, it is cheesy. I think you could use the Vampire ult as well, and that would be very good. So you got to see what Split and Soul Trap does with it. Like it allows your soul and stuff to just be stupid. Like your soul trap, sorry, to be like AoE, and then with Oblivion Foe, that turns that into an AoE proc. There it is. The guy asked, "What's your setup?" I can't believe that. Look at that! Like how stupid that is. Like it does all of those three, like every tick. That one weapon is so stupid. Plus you get the damage with the skill as well. Like it is like arguably the most busted proc in the game. Vamp Ult has a funny synergy with Arctic, more HP so Arctic heals. Yeah, I could see that. You could probably do the same on Nightblade as well. Cast Dark Cloak. And then obviously just add up really big heals. Oh, we joined the match mid-game. So let's see how much we can choose at this time. Oh, he's on 11. Let's go get him. He's on 11. Well, that's one dead. Let's see another one. Oh, I'll try to get both of them. I was hoping to try and get rid of the healer. Oh. Where's that Templar?
We must get the relic back.
I'm back. I didn't see him taking damage. Looks as far as scales just went on him then. Don't hit me very hard there. Friends of Momentum. Yeah, Friends of Momentum is a great proc. I'm using Savara Scales, Oblivion Foe, Falcon Scoria, and Black Rose. Just gotta keep my armor buff on, that would help. He has nasty procs too.
This cannot stand! We must not lose! Protect that relic!
I went for the stun. He didn't fire. Last spend's 9k. Oof. I think I'll put on the Screaming Cliff Racer. I've got like a range stun then. That's how I used to use it. He's up procs as well.
We dropped the relic.
Mag Blast Bone's so unpredictable, yeah. Stand Blast Bone's hits so hard though. Like, so hard.
Praise Oriel! The relic is loose! Outstanding! We've secured the relic! Protect that relic! Our foe has the relic! Enough!
He's got the Ashen Grip. We've got hit with 2 Frenzy Momentum then from 2 different people. I think Mag Blast Bones is very unpredictable.
Praise our Malexia! The relic is
Like, really
free.
unpredictable. If you can stay there, we're gonna win this.
The relic! We've captured it!
There you go. Poor green, so like it's fun though, like just spamming procs. I think the thing with Mag Blast Bone, Simon, is it is unpredictable, but you also have that it does more damage the longer it's running around. So if it stands still like a lemon, which it does quite often, it's building up damage. So you get like the 2 of those. I saw 3 momentums, yeah. Literally get, it's a very powerful 2H. Like loads of people use it. I did find it interesting how the whole procs for stamina basically remain exactly the same. Like if you're a Magicka build, your procs are going to be doing like 30-40% less damage. If you look at this build here, I have 3k spell damage. Now, if I put on glyphs here, spell damage glyphs, probably 3.6, 3.8 maybe. Put on something like Julianus, not a great spell damage set, but just an example. You're now going to be up to like 4,100. In order to hit 6,500, you can't do it easily on a Magicka build. But yet on a stand build, I was hitting like 6k without even like trying. It was ridiculous. So like your procs going to be like the same amount on live, like in the new patch as now, if not slightly higher for gank builds, which is really silly. So you could put our points in health if you want to get more damage, more healing. Which I'll probably do that. We'll do half and half. Or not, BGs. I'm gonna put on Screaming Cliff Racer as well because I really like using it with this. You're getting matches fast in BGs. Yeah, now I am. That's gonna go there. That's gonna go. Oh. What's really great about Screaming Cliff Racer is that it sets them off balance at range. So we can basically do Cliff Racer medium attack like that, and then they're stunned. I will be testing that when the patch drops, and I'll probably make a video in the first week. I've run out of resources. Blast bones 9k. 250k damage already. Silly that is. Lots of wardens in this match, so they got loads of like free heals. Oh, a Z somewhere.
Get out that ball fast!
Praise Akatosh, the ball is ours!
Oh, he's got Malibeth. That's why he doesn't want to die. He's Malibeth the Scourge. That's why he's not dying. Oh, that monster set is so busted. It heals you. It's like basically you don't die when you have it on. Really strong set. I don't think I have it on me. Really strong though. When that's up, like, it's really hard to pass someone. I think I hit with a couple of Dawnbreakers then.
Let us get that ball back!
Find it, 8! They dropped the
Got the
ball!
ball! The wounds grow down!
I absolutely propped him down so hard then. I know C as well, he's a really nice guy. But I absolutely propped him down so hard.
Break wounds! The ball is loose!
That guy like, does not want to die, does he? This is like, there's no skill in this, by the way. This is literally just spamming proc sets. Yeah, I completely agree. He's got the Masters thing as well. 718k damage. Loads of damage with just procs. It's not skillful whatsoever.
The ball is dropped! Save us!
They have the ball! Divine Zeta!
Oh, yeah. They literally ran to try and get me. Dawnbreaker and Blast Bones. Yeah, he has like, I don't want to die sets on. So tanky. There's a ball, we should probably go get the ball, shouldn't we? was close. That's a million damage. We should get that ball though.
Quickly, grab the ball! Freeze, Agathos! The ball is ours!
Right, we'll go up the top to look at that. What's that there?
Catch the ball back!
I hate Malibeth, it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying to fight against because it just gives you so much healing. I'll show you what it does. If you, it's been nerfed next patch, by the way. Like, really nerfed. I think it is. Not that one. What's madness? I don't think it's there. I found it is. It's a base game one, but it's really, really powerful.
Snatch the ball back! Quick!
There it is. Yeah, when you take damage, you have till 9,400 health over 6 seconds, and it increases your healing, so it does more healing than it says. So it's like Crimson, basically. So it's a really, really powerful monster set.
Quickly, grab the ball! They have the ball! Divines aid us!
Get out that ball fast! They got the ball! Oh, it's about to have.
Z. Swarm is on. 1.2 million damage. Yeah, he's put on his procs as well. He's put on Absorb Light. Z uses a similar setup to this, but on Spam Salt. So it basically spams loads of AoEs and Absorb Light just goes off. That's crazy damage.
They have the ball! Divines aid us!
He's got a miserable button. Yeah. I was hoping Arctic would stun him, but nah. Even with block, Blast Bone's hitting for 4.7. It's crazy damage you get with Blast Bones. Jump too far there. Way too far.
They dropped the ball! Snatch the ball back! Quick!
Yeah, my teammate's just absolutely 1.4 million damage. So much damage. But yeah, that with just heavy armor and Malibeth, that's how tanky you get. It's really strong. Have you seen a posted in Discord about the interesting slam talk with Veteran Dual Wield? Yeah, I was actually planning on doing something similar on the Stam DK. I was gonna do like a Ninja Turtle thing. I was with Grim's Forge Gaming and a few friends. So I was planning on using that because you've got Noxious Breath. So what I was thinking of using it was like as the execute. So hit them with the dots. Use I think it's Bloodlust, the dual wield spammable that you get to proc Azure Blight Reaper, and then use that as the execute. So yeah, it's very cheesy procking them with this stuff. But you can see why, like, yeah, Grim is great at RP builds. Like, really good at role-playing builds. I normally try to go and I like to try and make things like I don't want to say broke, but kind of push the boundaries in the sense that like it gives you, oh, you could do it that way, or oh, actually you could run like this. So like, although this is all procs, the idea of this was, can I make an AoE range dot build? And that's where this came from. So the idea was that, well, I can use this as an AoE. I could use Spitting Soul Trap as an AoE dot. I can use Savara Scale as an AoE dot. I can use Oblivion Foe as an AoE dot because of Soul Trap. And I can use Valken Scoria, which is an AoE. It's not quite an AoE dot, sadly. So just by doing that, I can like put lots of dots on people. I should use poisons as well, I forgot to. But that does really help getting kills and stuff. So the idea is that you basically see a group of people and you just go bang. You proc 2 or 3 dots on them. Switch, bang, another 2 or 3 dots on them. And that's like what this was designed to do. So like in Cyrodiil, you can literally hit, when the procs were allowed, you could hit this in there and you'd proc like 10 people up. So you get that really high damage. So it's one of those ones that's not like your instant one bang at burst. But I think Grim does a lot of, I want to make, they want to make kind of a build that uses, you know, if Iron Man was in the game, what would he do? I think it's a cool idea. It's done by the Amazing to use Flying Blade gap close this wave of streak. Yeah. Like Flying Blade, it does have its like uses. I'll put on some stuff just to unlock it, the thing quick. They also got this bug on PC still where you can like you put an item on and it just takes forever for it to actually like switch. As you can see. I think I'll just go kill something really quick. Or not. This will be my last one on this build. I'll switch character after. But this kind of stuff you can do next patch in Cyrodiil. It'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm looking forward. Us consoles don't have it yet. I am looking forward for them. The nerfing like 2 of the most powerful defensive procs in the game, Crimson and Malibeth. But getting rid of those will make a massive difference to how people stay alive. Yeah, it just takes ages for it to switch item, as you can see. I think they said they fixed this bug as well. There we go. Look at that. See how long it took for it to switch item? Absolutely ages. the Bait Destro. Yeah. He's got a lot of healing power, he has. Just with burst heals. The only thing I wish I had was an execute on this. I thought about doing this on a mag sulk, because you can hit them with the dots and just execute and streak away.
No! No!
Who is this? There's all the 5 teams up there. Nope. Oh, you did just sniper. I need some resources back. I'm like, ooh. Too far fetched now. Nope. Move this way. So you got your sniper. Did you race change or did you?
It's not going particularly well, is it?
I hate how they can just spam gap those. I'm out of resources. It literally like chased me around for ages. A race change, so I don't have so you have all the gear. You need to buy Darlock, but that's fine. Yeah, I didn't use a mythic, but we might use the harpooners one. Yeah, Sigil line. Move away from. Yeah, Stamden's great damage. Damage is still going up. Wild Hunt is tempted. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to use Wild Hunt or the Harpooners Wailing one. The Mage's Wrath got me. That's all there. Literally, so many kills with just they execute. It's literally always done. I like it. Where's all the fighting going? Yeah, message me on. Oh yeah, I got absolutely brought down then. Just it's interesting that like that Hylon is literally just stealing all the kills with the execute. That's literally all he's doing. "24 assists. So 885k damage, 601. That's the difference with an execute, isn't it? But that is literally what an execute does. No, that was good. It was interesting using procs again, like in that way. And like you can see how silly they are, which is why I've been calling them to be nerfed for quite a long time. So we're going to switch character. I will. I'm looking forward though to getting back into Cyrodiil with all the sets again. Like although no proc Cyrodiil is great for balance, like it's a lot more balanced than proc PvP. It'd be nice to have some more options, even if it does cause real swings with, you know, what's, you know, busted and what's not. So we have a choice of Sulk. Really like my Sulk. Yeah, let's go and Sulk. Got it. We're gonna mag Sulk. Yeah, mag Sulk's very good. This patch, like really good. You got a few ideas as well. Yeah, what are you thinking, Simon? Like you can put it off in chat there if you want. Is this for normal Nightblade or a sniper? Because obviously they vary, don't they, quite drastically. But these load screens tonight, oh, I can't wait to get my new PC. Like. Normal Nightblade. You're right, Des. So normal Nightblade. What's your thoughts then?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Ripple.
Yeah, this is my no proc Sulk, by the way. The Willpower, Saw Mother, Dommy, Crafty Alfiq, 3 trainee. And I think it's 2 trainee, sorry, and 2 Willpower. It was 3 Willpower. So on my front bar I have 4k spell damage. So a good amount of spell damage. just check. Research. Okay, I need another piece of weaponry. Yeah, doing your research takes ages. The next patch, I'm embracing the prop meta. Engine Guardian, scales back are 8 to 2H, another body set. I think my thoughts on scales is that it's a great pressure set, one of the strongest ones, but it is really limited in that you do have you just have issues with that cloak can suppress it completely, which there are a lot of Nightblades. Then you have Templars that can purge it, and then you have Wardens that have auto purge with their Betty. So if you have just one dot, which you typically would on a Nightblade, there's a good chance it'll get purged quite quick. So you'd probably be better using another proc dot set with it. I was going to just change this to this quick. So I made this, which is like really helpful. It basically automatically deletes from one nail that I don't need, which is like, it saves a lot of time. So yeah, I'd probably say if you use scales, that's fine. You would need double dot poisons to help with that, and you would need engine's fine, but you would need another dot set. I don't normally use keyboard and mouse. I prefer playing with a controller, even though I can play keyboard and mouse. I just prefer using the controller. The best thing, you are stuck in a load screen for 5 minutes and the load screen is telling you it could be 20 to load. Yeah. I used to play on console and it used to go, this is an unfamiliar load screen. We're like, well, I can tell you that right now. So this is why Streets is so good. Look at the person support people. Org. Where's that healer? Bloody healer. Yeah, see, that was the healer that was keeping him alive. When I went to burst him, the healer kept him alive. How much healing has he done? Yeah, 41k with just burst steals. But each time I went to blow the stand them up, spam breath of life, keep him alive. I think you need to get your weapon damage high enough to make it scales worth it. So medium armor you can. Right, healer again. He came back. I don't think he's there. It's the other one. Yeah, the tan just spamming heals constantly. You go back for the drawing board for now. You could use like scales would work. Weather fire can work, but you want like something that's a persistent dot. You see what I mean about how the healer is? Literally so that guy was just spamming breath of life. They're gonna try Venomous Smite. Venomous Smite's not bad. Did 40k with just healing. Got him that time. Mad Tinkerer got me. Literally, that's what knocked me high up in the air. I couldn't move. Yeah, I think we have to get rid of that healer because I just can't burst anybody down when he's there spamming purges and stuff. I don't think my team recognises that he's a healer either. Stupid healer. Look, just see it like. Healer came up, saved his life. That is literally how much of a difference a healer makes to a match. Like a good healer will keep people alive that should die. Because he was about to die. Alright, go on. Put my shit PG healing's balance as you can clearly see 100%. So I've done almost 700k damage and I'm doing like combos as well. So like it's a lots of burst combos. It takes like 2 or 3 skills to land at once. But then they can just be purely offset. There's definitely some delay here. I want to try and I thought it was closer than that. There's Luna there, Laura. Can't kill him, he's got a healer nearby him. And that guy's like literally just chasing me. See, like, there's no healer, they die so much quicker. Ridiculous how much of a difference it makes. Like, actually ridiculous how much of a healer they make. Is he still on there? There he is. I found something now. Move caught up. It just came to him. There's some delay here. Well, that healer is literally like, it's only 200k healing, but you can see how much healing he's doing.
We've taken the point.
I did.
Rally to the new capture point.
Oh, just went for the combo then. 1.2 million damage. Right. And it just shows 221k healing, but you can just see how quickly they'll bounce back when you just hit them low. And that's just Breath of Life spam. So like, you get them low and then it gets a bang 10k heal. You're like, okay. That's the thing. 0 to 9, 0 to 6. Oof. So I think healers are probably the most powerful build in PvP. Like, they just bring so much to the table.
I've done more than hero.
It'd be good though that next patch, you actually need to kind of build a bit more into healing sets. But the cap isn't really low. I know that was an interesting BG, to say the least. We just do ESO controls. Our beaches is ready. You can see I play Assault quite a lot, so I'm quite good at combos. Like just landing lots of things at once. But it's so hard against a healer. We want controls, don't we? Can I put that? No, that's not a button, sadly. Yeah, sadly there's no space for the auto run. That's sneak, that's sprint. Yeah. So hopefully there's no healers in this match. There.
It has
Is there a temp
begun.
there? Yeah, there's a temp there. So we'll see how this one goes. Oh, he's got a heavy attack build. I walked straight onto that, didn't I? Yeah, I walked straight into that. His damage is low, and then I walked straight onto the wall of elements, and then the damage just went straight up. So there's a 3k hit at the end. 3k hit there, and that probably was about 2k, I reckon. I think my heavy attack build is actually set up. I'll see that. He's up close to that. I'm hoping that if I keep my health low, he might. I went to almost blew him up. How do you make builds and never lose stam recovery? It's just not roll dodging, and it's not like it's not spamming your stam massively. I also have 20k stam, that does help. So as a stam tool, you can get away with lots of streak.
Send our help, but the point is lost.
So it is. I also have quite a few well fitted as well. Like I'm using a lot of well fitted. I think I have 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3 or 4 pieces, which really help. And the high stam pool.
We need to capture the new point.
I only got 600 stam regen. Got 200 of enemy. You see that? That's absolutely disgusting, that is. move this temple's coming. And this Fury.
Sender, help us! The point is lost!
There is definitely some delay. So I'm pushing execute on these, look. Pushing it again on them.
The new capture point. Sender, help us! The point is lost!
Boom. It's just stand management. I play a lot of magical builds.
Taking the point.
If that also helps, God, it's just like experience. Dead.
Unfathomable! They've secured the
We
point!
should probably play the objective, shouldn't we, really?
Move on to the point!
Dead.
They seize the point!
Yeah, we're not going to get this. Oh, I don't think. I think we'll flip before it happens.
Magnificent! Seize the point!
Hurry now. The point's moving.
The point! Captured it! Unfathomable! They've
Oh.
secured the point!
Oh, riding the horse up there. He's like proper wanting that flag, isn't he?
They seize the point!
they got pirate skeleton as well. Shields are so good. Oh, they got me eventually. Oh, that was a little rampage, wasn't it, Celine? That's a good little rampage, though.
The point is theirs.
Nope. He's a pirate skeleton.
Sendar, help us. The point is lost. Sendar curses us. Hurry now. Let's move. We secured the point. The point is theirs.
There you go.
We need by Sendar, the point is ours. The point is lost.
Just up here. 29 kills. That was a good little BG, wasn't it? As you can tell, I was trying to get kills. We didn't do too bad as a team. I do like Mag Talk though. It's so strong, like so strong. I think Mag Talk just has like probably the best 1vx kit as a full magic build. Like this isn't even properly set up, by the way. Like this is my crafter. That is what I use for my crafting. I would ideally like to put a light armor shield on the back bar. You see I've got the 2 shields. We go with healing ward. No, it's pretty good what you can do with Mag Talk. We'll stop that on the back bar. That way we can have 2 shields.
Can you believe it? Dragons. In
I'll
your
see if I can
own
nab a skill
homeland.
point from somewhere.
What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family.
Anything that I can still point from. Any skill I'm not using. Using that. Yeah, literally, I'm like so low on skill points, it's ridiculous. No, okay. I think this will need to be the last one though, because it's nearly midnight where I am. Oh, we got the Mag Talk that was heavy attacking. Him.
So it begins.
Capture the relic. Yeah, definitely some delay to that.
Don't drop that relic.
By zoo. So there's definitely some delay tonight.
They picked up the relic.
Yeah. It feels like the target is slightly off.
Impossible! They've seized the relic. They've got the relic.
Stupid Nightblade. The Nightblade hit me with bombard.
Oriel preserve us. They've captured the relic.
Sampro's so broken it. The mitigation it gets. Yeah, dots. What does that pillar and earn? The passive mitigation they get is so silly. They got the little spirit ghost that's like swift at all times. Let's move around to the greens.
Get after them! Shoot from the relic! Phase of the relic!
Yeah, there's definitely some delay of this. I popped the resto heal before I streaked. Put my armor on. Still not fine.
We picked up the relic! Get after them! They've got the relic!
Outstanding! We've secured the relic.
Yeah, what is with the delay? It's so annoying. Like the delay is really like I couldn't target that that dude there. Like when he ran around here, at Necro, like I was hitting curse and just wouldn't go on him. Really weird. Really weird. Might be able to squeeze one more in. How quick we can get in.
Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in River.
I'm just gonna go to dummy quick and just find out what's like causing thing. Is it a skill put on or is it a change of laptop? Oh, BG's is ready. This will need to be the last one though. Oh, the delay's been like really 134 ping. That feels fine. So I'll keep an eye on it. And it was really like bugging me. I don't mind if people use proc this and stuff, but when the game just doesn't work, it's really annoying. Then the guy had the master bleed thing, by the way, the random slashes, and put her in an Stam Crow.
Victory will be ours!
That was unfortunate, 'cause as soon as I went out of that, it went blown up. Zahn. There's the Zahn that got me in the end. Just stripped off all my shields. I think that guy's using a Red Mountain and Celine's. Someone's trying to hit me with a snipe.
It's not going particularly well, is it?
The Crimson Well. Crimson Twilight had 4.8k. He's what Malakath on he has. Dead. Look at that stupid werewolf. He's holding. He's like proper Winston's Daisy. I pushed street then and that was just my man. Yeah, those reds are like not splitting up, are they? another werewolf. There he is. They were like proper chasing me, weren't they? That bed up there. Yeah. I hope they nerf the werewolf hill soon, because it is really stupid, isn't it? Light blade. Stupid werewolf. Oh, that was a filthy incap, wasn't it? Oh no, that incap hit me for. It was like all my health bar. Must have been like 10k. Yeah, that guy, werewolf with crimson. I hate werewolves so much. It's like so annoying. But I think I'm gonna have to call it there because it's just gone midnight where I am. So I'm gonna say obviously thanks for watching and stuff. If you get any questions afterwards and stuff, then obviously you can go and join our Discord, ask there, or comment on the stream with the videos. I can help there. But yeah, I've got more things planned, so obviously I want to say thanks for people watching, and if you want to see all that stuff coming up, then subscribe. I'll obviously put a post on YouTube. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and bye.